Hi, you guys. Welcome to my very spontaneous live reading. This is the Dream Medium. We're just going to wait a couple more seconds for more people to join. So, this is a $21 live love reading. You can ask me any love related question. I'm going to post the link to my PayPal. Okay, so hi Mandiza, thanks for tuning in. So you guys, that is the link to my PayPal. Actually, you guys, ignore that link. I'm not sure why I did that. One second, you guys. There we go. That is the link. Hi Keisha. I haven't seen you in so long. How have you been, Keisha? I hope everything has been well. So, that is the link to my PayPal. It's $21 and you guys can ask me any love related question. Let me see. And thank you guys so much for tuning in. Um, I know that this was really random. Okay, Keisha, I did get your payment. So, Keisha, what's your question? But I'm doing good, Keisha. Thanks for asking. So, Keisha, I'm just waiting on your question and I'll answer it for you. let's see. Welcome to those of you who are joining. This is a $21 reading. It's a $21 reading, and you can ask me any love-related question. I did post my PayPal information in the comment section, so if you're interested and you want to ask me a question, I will do your reading. So, Keisha, you said, so my dude has been really sweet lately, but he was incognito from like 12. He said he was working incognito. What is that word? He said he was working out, but he was not, and I know he was not for a fact. He finally told me he went out to eat with a friend. What was that fool doing? Okay. So, remind me of his name again, his first name or the initials. If you guys are inquiring about a specific person, you can just give me their first name or their initials. And so you want to know, what was he doing that day? He got ghost. Just tell me his first name or his initials, and I'll answer your question. Okay, VG. All right. So you want to know what was going on. Okay, what was going on with VG? Was he being honest with Keisha? Did he go to lunch? Was he being honest? What was he doing? What was he up to? What was VG up to? Was he honest with Keisha? Clarify the Three of Pentacles. Clarify the Lovers. Clarify the Queen of Wands. Oh, who is this Queen of Wands? Who is this Queen of Wands? Clarify the Three of Pentacles. King of Pentacles. Clarify the Three of Pentacles. Was this a friend? Three of Wands. Hmm. Hmm. Um, is his mom around? Three of Pentacles. Is his mom around? Intuitively, it is a third person, but it's not a romantic person. It's not a love interest of his. I was getting that this is a mother figure. There is an outside influence here. Let me see. Keisha, I think your video is lagging. So try to make sure that you're, on 12, well, right now we're on 12:48, but try to make sure that like, you're up to timing for the video. Like if you pause a live reading, it's still going to continue until you'll be back. Well, you don't know that. You don't That's what I'm saying. You don't know who he was with. Because what I'm seeing here is there is an outside influence. That's what the 3 of Pentacles is telling me. His mother has something to do with this. Clarify the 3 of Pentacles. Page of Wands. So, okay. This is what I'm seeing here, girl. 3 of Pentacles. This is an outsider. So, I'm sorry to say, but he was not with a male. He was not with a male. And I am picking, it's something with his mother. To be honest, I do feel like um his mother like orchestrated this meetup that he had with this person. In clarity of the 3 of Pentacles, the Sun card came out. I had to pull out a lot of clarity cards because I wanted to know who this person is. Because he could have been with his guy friends. So don't think that you have everything figured out. If you were not there and you did not see who he was with, it's okay to jump to conclusions. I mean, you need an answer, right? But don't think that your conclusions or your assumptions are facts because you didn't see who he was with. That's what I'm just trying to get you to understand. Okay, I know you've put your two and two together, but those are not facts. You didn't see it. What I'm saying is with this 3 of Pentacles, I was picking up on heavy mother influence here. His mother doesn't want the two of you to be together, and I intuitively saw that his mother um has been trying. She has already done this, by the way. His mother tried to get him to like date another person, which is really evil. I'm not sure where this hatred is coming from his mother's side, but I do feel like she's the type of parent who would like arrange his marriage. You know, she knows how to like not just keep tabs on him, but she's so used to controlling him from a very young age. From a very young age, she has always made decisions for her son. And now that he's a grown man, she doesn't know how to step back a little bit, you know? Um, in clarity of the Three of Pentacles, the Page of Pentacles came. Let's see. Page of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles. I don't like what I'm seeing. I hope he doesn't do what I think he's going to do. So there's some temptation here because of the Page of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles. He did go on that date with the other woman that his mother pretty much like arranged for them. This is what I see, Keisha. It's like his mom was pretty much like, "Oh, you know, I want you to meet so and so. Like I want you to, you know, um so and so is a nice girl. Go on a date with her. Get to know her because you and Keisha are not committed." Okay? From what his mother knows, from what his mother knows, but can you confirm with me, Keisha, because this mother, I keep on hearing something about a mother. Um, from his mother perspectives, she's like, you don't owe Keisha anything because you guys are not in a relationship. You guys are not in a committed relationship. That's how his mother is viewing this. Um, it's almost like she's trying to convince him that he doesn't owe you anything. Like he shouldn't feel obligated to be with you because the two of you are not committed. I don't know what you and him have discussed. I don't know if the two of you have, you know, literally discussed that the two of you are committed, are in a relationship. But from her perspective, it's like you're not obligated to be with that woman. That's just what I'm hearing. That's how the conversation went. So with the Page of Pentacles, he fell into that temptation. He definitely went on a date. Definitely, definitely, definitely. But that's putting you in a sticky situation, Keisha, because I keep on hearing that you and him are not in a committed relationship. Even if a child is involved, the two of you have not officialized things, at least not from his mother's perspective. So he has options. He has a big decision to make, and it's not any easy for him, especially having such a controlling mother. Um, the Sun card also came out. Oh, I really hope he doesn't fall in this temptation. Like, if he does want to be with another person, I mean, he has a right. You know, everyone has their preference. But I don't want him to choose another person because of what his mom is saying, you know? Um, with the Sun card here, though, the temptation is coming in because from what his mom is telling him, it's almost like, well, you won't have any responsibilities. Like if you were to date another woman, you won't have any responsibilities. Like you can be a free man. Who is this woman? He has options. Three of Pentacles came out and the Seven of Cups came out. Please understand with the Page of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles, it's not like he, chose to officially commit to that person who he went on a date with. The Page of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles is just saying that he accepted. He accepted that offer to go on that date and get to know the other person. Is this making sense? Get away from my door. You said she may not think that because of how we hate each other, he doesn't talk to her that much. How do you know that? How do you know that? You're sounding so certain. How do you know that? Just because, when you're with him, you don't hear him on the phone doesn't mean that when he's away from you that he doesn't talk to her. I mean, that's his mother. That's why I'm saying don't be so when you make assumptions. Everyone makes assumptions. We do, especially if we need answers. We will try to dig and find our own answers, right? But don't see an assumption as facts, because you don't know everything. You don't know everything through an assumption unless you have like proof. How do you know that? You're saying he doesn't talk to his mom when he's with you. When he's with you, he doesn't, because there is an outside influence. That's all I'm going to tell you. Okay? The Three of Pentacles, there is an outside influence. These are offers. Page of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles, especially the Page of Pentacles, a communication of an offer that he gave to someone. But what I'm telling you is you're in a sticky situation because you and him are not committed to each other. I'm not seeing any commitment here. And especially from his mother's perspective, that the temptation is really being caused by his mom, because his mom is pretty much putting in his ear, don't feel obligated to be with Keisha because you guys are not in an official relationship. Yes, you are having his child, you are pregnant, but from what his mom is trying to put in his ears, it's almost like that shouldn't make you feel obligated to be with her. Okay? There's some sneaky Seven of Cups. I'm telling you, he has options. Now, let's move forward with your reading. You have the Page of Wands and you have the Three of Wands. Okay? Like I said, where's that Page of Pentacles came out, Page of Wands came out, communication. Three of Wands also came out. There's also some deception here going on with him because he's not being transparent. He's not expressing, like, he's not really talking much to you. Communication has been off. Communication has been off. Pages represents a form of communication. And then the Three of Wands came out, where it's not that you did anything to make him mad. I just feel like he's closed off when it comes to communication. And I remember the first part of your question was you asked him, right? You asked him where he went or something like that, and he said that he went with a friend. It's like there's a blockage here in communication. Next, you have the Lovers being clarified by the Four of Swords. The reason why I use the word temptation is because he was on the right track with you. The two of you were heading towards stability, and then when that temptation came in, that's why the Four of Swords, he's not communicating much to you because he's in his head. I mean, I don't know what to tell you, because if this is someone that you could trust, you wouldn't be, asking, because he did give you an answer. You asked him where he went, and you said that he told you that he went to have he went out to eat with a friend. So if this is someone who you could trust, he did give you an answer, right? You would have just accepted it, right? But what I'm saying is, with this lovers, um he said it was a female. That's what I just said, Keisha. Three of Pentacles. It was orchestrated by his mother. That's what I just said. Because from his mother's perspective, I remember saying she's the kind of parent who would love to like arrange his marriage. She likes, from a young age, from the time he was a young boy, I'm seeing that she really, you know, she, I mean, she was that parent. Like, she really, I don't want to say she controlled him, but she raised him really well. She did a lot to put him on the right track, because I'm also seeing that he's very, very successful and very accomplished. So this is a mother who feels like, this is my son, you know what I'm saying? Like, I raised this boy. He's a young man. He's accomplished. I'm not just going to let him make just any decisions. So that's where the control, that little control comes in. So I don't know what to tell you, because you're telling me he told you this, but you don't want to believe it. I'm telling you what really happened, and you're not wanting to believe it. So I don't know. Your assumptions are not facts, because you were not there. You didn't see who he was with. But, anyways, with this Four of Swords here, this is contemplation that's going on, because of the temptation. The Lover's card came in, so he does want to build with you. Understand, he does want to build with you. I just feel like the temptation kind of distracted him. In Clarity of the Lovers card, you have the Four of Swords. So he's torn, because he was heading towards stability with you, building with you. But now with the Four of Swords, with his mom getting in his ear, it's kind of like, ugh. Next, you have the Queen of Wands being clarified by the Four of Cups. So there's gonna be rejection here. He did fall in the temptation for a little bit, but don't worry, because with the Queen of Wands being clarified by the Four of Cups, I do not see him choosing whoever it is that he went on that date with over you. I don't see him doing that. In Clarity of the Queen of Wands, the Ace of Wands came out, and the Hierophant. Okay, so really what I'm seeing here with the Ace of Wands clarifying the Queen of Wands is, he, he fell in the temptation for a little bit by going on that date with that person, with that other person, but this is not something that he's going to hold on to. It's not like he's so interested in that other woman. Okay, and then you even have the Hierophant here. So he will end up making a decision towards the end, but really I just want to tell you, you're you're in a sticky situation, Keisha, because you and him are not in a relationship. You and him are not committed. And things like this are just going to get more and more complicated. So try to reevaluate the situation. Talk to him about it, because you can't be questioning him on what he's doing if he's not committed to you. You get what I'm saying? It's,
What do you call me? No, don't call me. Yes, I hear me.
you said, He told me he worked out by himself. I'm so confused. But regardless, I don't need any background information. Just, I've done your reading so many times and you know that. I don't ask for background information because I want your message to be clear. I don't want to choose sides. I'm not here to say who was wrong, who was right. I'm not here for that. Just the question, that is not what he's saying, so that means he's lying. I mean, you said that he told you he was with a female. So I don't think he lied. You said it right here. You said he said it was a female that he was with. So I don't think he lied. It's not like him and that female are in a relationship. Like I said, they were meeting each other. The date was orchestrated by his mom. Does that make sense, Keisha? Okay, let's see. Um, who is that? Let me check the list. I don't believe the list is long. Let me see. No, the list isn't long at all. Keisha was, let me see. If you make your purchase right now, I'll do you. There's no list because I just completed KM's reading. So how has everybody been? Like this is just it's a pretty chill day for me, to be honest. That's why I'm on live. But how have you guys been? How has your day been? So if you guys would like a reading, like I said, the link to my PayPal is in the chat. I'm just gonna be over here chilling. Okay, Shantae, what is your question? Yes, I got your payment. What is your question? And if you're inquiring about your love interest, if you could just give me their first name, or you can give me their initials. Okay, let's see. His name is SB. You guys don't have to give me, like, typically when I do private readings, I don't ask for background information. I don't like that because, you know, I want your message to be clear. I don't want it to be biased. I want it to be clear and straightforward. So you can just ask me the question, and I promise that my cards will like pick up on everything that I need to know. I promise. That's how I always do my private readings. Okay. Let's see. Hi, Rada. Thanks for tuning in. And am I saying your name correctly? Is it Rada or Rhoda? I just want to make sure. The list isn't long at all. If you make your purchase, you'll be right after her. So, you guys, I got this cute heart-shaped crystal. Isn't this everything? Like, oh my gosh, this is so beautiful. Laya, it might be lagging for you. Hopefully you saw my comment. I need to know your specific question, and then I'll give you your reading. For those of you who are tuning in, thanks so much. Thank you so much for taking your time to tune in. This is a $21 reading. It's a love reading, so you can pay $21 and ask me any love related reading, and I will give you your answer, and I'll do a spread for you. So you want to know what are SB feelings towards you? That's a great question. Let's see. And am I pronouncing your name correctly? Is it Lalia? Lalia? Oh, Shantae, you did tell me that at the beginning. Sorry about that. How does SB feel about Shantae? He's very physically attracted to you. That physical attraction is definitely there. It's like you can have him right under your control because of how you look, your looks. Clarify the devil. 3 of Cups. Clarify Page of Pentacles. Wait a second. Is this what I think is going on? The Audacity. Clarify the 8 of Wands. Tower moment's gonna happen. Clarify the 8 of Wands. Hangman. Queen of Swords. So much is happening right now in SB's life. So much is happening right now, and if he's not careful about the way he goes about things, he's going to ruin his chance with you. So let me spill the tea on this person. How does SB feel about you? You have the Devil card. You have the 8 of Wands. You have the Strength card. Okay? How does he feel? There's a lot of physical attraction here. There's a lot of lust. I will be very honest with you. But it's not anything to be worried about, because I think it's right now, like, he's so physically attracted to you. It's almost like he has a crush on you and he's lusting after you. But it's really because the two of you haven't had the opportunity to really get to know each other. And by the way, you guys feel free to chat with me as I do your reading. I don't mind. Let me know if something's making sense. If it's not, I will clarify more. But I just feel like what I'm seeing about you and SB, it's like things just started out, because I feel like the two of you don't know each other yet. The two of you don't know each other on a deep level. It's almost like the beginning stages of a relationship or a connection. Even if the two of you do have history, I still feel like you and SB don't really know each other on a deep level. So right now everything is just really superficial between the two of you. It's not anything to be worried about. Just, he's really attracted to you, but he doesn't know you as a person. He doesn't know you deep down. So the Devil card is coming out not because of something that you did, Shantae, but more so because of the way SB is going to be going about this. I saw it so clearly. Your messages came out amazingly. because he's so physically attracted to you, but he hasn't had the opportunity um, to really get to know you. And I am seeing that he is currently with someone else. He has a girlfriend with this Three of Cups. But listen to this now. He has a girlfriend, right? But he's not really interested in his girlfriend. He's not really interested in his girlfriend. So what he's doing is like he's thinking about you more. It's like he's deserting his girlfriend. And so that's what the 3 of cups is coming out. It's not like he's intentionally trying to be a player. It's just that he's with someone but you're on his mind more. Is this making sense? You have the Page of Pentacles. If he's not careful with how he approaches this connection with you, he will sabotage this. Because with the Page of Pentacles, if he's not willing to leave who he's with now, like it's all up to him. I'm not saying that he should, but you can't be lusting after Shantae knowing very well that you're with another girl. Because the Page of Pentacles is telling me that he will try to initiate something with you, but it'll be seen as a third party situation because he hasn't ended things with the other person. You even have the 10 of Cups. So it's almost like, not even almost, you are his dream woman. Okay? You are his dream woman. He wants a commitment. He wants a future. This person absolutely adores you. They have a major crush on you. It's like SB SB believes that you're like the most beautiful woman he's ever seen. Like I said, the physical attraction is heavy between the two of you, which is why it's like he lusts after you. Not anything to be worried about. Things are just, I just keep on seeing that it is not really much of a history between you and him. It's like the beginning stages. But he's genuine. He wants you, he does, but it's the way that he's going about things that will make the situation unhealthy. Because I'm also seeing that with this devil card, he has to be careful. He has to be careful because I do feel like you have also, I really hope this is making sense. I feel like you have also put your two and two together about him. And something happened where he made you get a really bad impression of him. And I keep on saying he cannot be chasing after you while being afraid of ending this with his girlfriend. I'm not saying that he should. I'm not saying that you ruined his connection. No. Even before you came in the picture, he was unhappy. He's not interested in his girlfriend, which is really sad because why are you wasting her time? He's not interested. Even right now, it's like he's not focused on her at all. Next, you have the Eight of Wands being clarified by the Tower card. I really wish that he could see this because I don't want things to end this way. He's a good guy. He has really genuine intentions, but it's the way that he's going about things that will make him look like a bad guy. The Eight of Wands being clarified by the Tower card. Now, this is where trouble comes in. Trouble is going to come in because I do see him leaving the other girl. He will break up with her. The Tower card, though, is saying from what you have put two and two together, you're seeing him as a player. You're seeing him as a person who was juggling two girls. If he would have been honest with you at the very beginning, this Tower moment, like him, it's almost like you're too late. You're now telling me that you're breaking up with her to get with me. You're too late. Why didn't you tell me that in the beginning? This is kind of juicy. But he's not a bad guy. Let's see. You said, oh, you love my crystal. Thank you. You said, yes, I've known him since August. I suspected someone else, so I left because he lied. He lied. And that's what it's like. You just took the words right out my mouth because if he would have told you this at the beginning, you would have had more respect for him. But now, when he does break up with his girlfriend, you're just going to be like, you know, you've already been putting your 2 and 2 together, so it's like you already have a bad impression of him, so by him doing this, it's like, "Okay. Okay, what about it?" You know? And then you even have the Hangman and the Queen of Swords. So I do feel like, you know, he kind of made himself look really bad to you because you're coming out as this Queen of Swords, so him leaving her, that's not like, "Okay, do you want a cookie?" I feel like that's I feel like that's just what your attitude is gonna be towards him with this Queen of Swords. Like, "Too late, you should have done this in the beginning before initiating something with me, before chasing after me." Next, you have the Strength card being clarified by the Five of Swords. So you will reject him, but with this strength card here, I definitely feel like you and him will fix things. Like I keep on saying, I just feel like, I don't know, maybe something was up between him and the other person and he felt like he couldn't leave. But I'm more so picking up on that he felt like, I do feel like there's a little bit of an insecurity that he has when it comes to you. He probably felt like you were too out of his league because this is someone who feels like you're really, really attractive. So he felt like the girlfriend was a safer choice. Okay. Hi, Jennifer. Yes, you're welcome to get a reading with me. So, yes, that's just what I'm seeing. It's not like he was intentionally trying to be a player. It's just that, you know, he felt like it would be a safer choice to stay with a girl who he wasn't interested in case he didn't get the outcome that he wanted with you. Um, Wow. That's probably why in the beginning I just kept on picking up that everything is so superficial in this connection. It's just it's like he puts you on such a high pedestal. Um, you know, he puts you on such a high pedestal and it's like, well, she's a pretty woman, she's a beautiful woman, but that doesn't mean that she won't give you a chance. At least give her a chance and see if she'll, you know, accept your offer. But with the strength card being clarified by the 5 of swords, um I'm also picking up that one of his insecurities is that even if the two of you were to be together, you would end up choosing another guy, like another better looking guy or someone who has more money. Wow. But you have the Ace of Swords. So I do see a positive ending here, even after the rejection. Okay, you're going to reject him, but it's just because you're going to be upset with the way he went about things. But the rejection is going to be very temporary because with this Ace of Swords, he will come back. The Ace of Swords is really fighting for something that's really worth the pain. You know, it's going to be hard, but I do see him being very, very persistent, and the two of you will get a second chance. There will be a renewal. That's the word that I was getting with the strength card, renewal. Um, but they have really strong feelings for you. It's kind of cute. I just really hope that they reevaluate because the way I'm seeing it right now, it hasn't happened yet, but it will happen very soon. So hopefully something will change. Go about.
It's funny. Why did you want to talk to me? So,
Okay. So I do hope that that reading was helpful. I hope it gave you, you know, some clarity or confirmation. Um, let's see. Can you repeat what you just said? Internet acted up. Oh boy, I am so forgetful. No, I'm just playing. I basically just said, let me let me pull out the cards again. I believe it was like this. So, what was the last thing that you heard me say? Because I don't want to repeat something that I've already said. the cards. Was I on the middle one? Was I on this card or this one? Was I on the Eight of Wands or the Strength card? Yeah, so basically, you heard the last line. Yeah, but I'm saying, like, was I on the Eight of Wands? Because usually I go from left to right. So, like, I do the Devil, Eight of Wands, and the Strength card. It's like I was just, in conclusion, I was just saying how he is genuine. He does have genuine intentions, but he needs to be careful with how he will go about this, because he already gave you a bad impression of him, and so by not telling you that he was in a relationship in the very beginning, he will end up leaving this person. But by the time he does, you're already 10 steps ahead. So it's going to be like, okay, do you want a cookie? Because you should have done this before you started to chase me, And then I also said that with the 5 of Swords, he's very insecure. This is a person who puts you on a very high pedestal. So one of his insecurities is that you will choose someone else over him. Um, with the Ace of Swords, you will forgive him. The message that I saw with the Strength card, the word that I got was renewal. So I definitely see you giving him a second chance. Um, but you'll see, don't just take my word for it. You'll see. You'll see that this is a person who just wasn't sure how to go about things, and he just kind of got in a sticky situation. And with the 3 of Cups, he will explain to you, you will get to know what really happened and why he felt like he couldn't leave. Okay. So thank you so much for getting a reading with me. So the list is not long at all, you guys. Let's see who made a purchase. So I did get a purchase from Rhoda. Was it Rhoda or Rhoda? I just want to make sure that I'm pronouncing your name correctly. So after Rhoda, there's no one else. So if you want to make a purchase, you're more than welcome to. Okay, so Rhoda, you said, I need a personal reading regarding my love life. I have 2 connections right now. One is better than the other. Which one will be my life partner? So you want to know who will be your life partner, DG or GH? Correct? if this video is lagging, you're more than welcome to exit out of the reading and then come back in. Maybe that would help. Okay, so I'm just going to get started on your reading. Hopefully I did get your question right, but I'm not seeing a response from you. Will DG or GH be Radha's? Let's see. Will DG or GH be Radha's lifetime partner? Clarify the star card. Clarify the star card. What's going on with the star card? Four of Pentacles. Clarify the Eight of Cups. Clarify the Knight of Swords. Oh, you're definitely conflicted, all right. Look at all these swords. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. What is she gonna choose? It's like a story. It's like... Oh my gosh. Queen of Pentacles. Okay, we need to have a talk. Because, okay, so you have the Star card, Eight of Cups, and the Knight of Swords. Starting with the Star card, you do have the Fool card that we're going to talk about first. The Fool card clarified the Star card, right? So, the ball is in your court. I'm not sure if you're familiar with that phrase, but the decision really lies in your hand because you know, with the Star card, I am seeing here that you're more... I just keep on hearing something about like an X. I feel like out of the two, it was DG or GH. Hi, Sabira. Out of DG and GH, you've known one of them longer or you dated one of them because one of them is your ex, and that's the one that you really have strong feelings for. I'm not saying that you don't like both of them, you do, but I feel like you're leaning more towards the ex, whether you know it or not. Wow. And I also the fact that the 4 of Pentacles um is coming out to also clarify the Star card, you're dealing with, so which one is the, okay, which one is one who's the ex? You've known one of them longer and you dated them, because I was hearing that an ex is coming back. One of them is the ex. Let me see. Sabira, the list isn't too long right now. That is the link to my PayPal. It's $21 and you could ask me a love related question. Yeah, this video is definitely lagging for you, Rhoda, but I'm just gonna continue. So with the Star card, like I was saying, the Fool and the Four of Pentacles clarified the Star card. So really what I'm seeing here is, although you do feel indecisive about both of them, I do feel like you're leaning on the one who you have more history with. This is most likely an ex or someone who you kind of dealt with in the past. Um, and they feel the same way about you as well. This ex or whoever it is that you've known longer, whether it's, um, let me see, whether it's DG or GH. Yes, please. Whether it's DG or GH, one of them you've known longer, or you dated or you dealt with in the past. They want you to choose them as well. I do see that they're wanting a second chance with you. Next, you have the Eight of Cups and the Page of Swords. You gotta make up your mind, Rhoda, because, and I apologize if I was mispronouncing your name earlier. It's Rhoda, not Rada. But with the Eight of Cups, I see you choosing the new person, or the one who you haven't known, as long as the one who you've known longer. I hope this is making sense. But really with the Eight of Cups, I see you rejecting, that new beginning that they want, that the ex wants, or the one who you dealt with in the past. But you're only going to be doing that because you're hurt, because with the Page of Swords, you will physically reject them, but emotionally you will still be invested in them. You'll still be curious about what they're doing with their life, and you will still be unwilling to move on even though you will reject them. And then you have the Two of Pentacles. So it's like, by you physically separating from them, that's not going to make things any better, because you're still going to continue to reject, not reject, you'll still continue to juggle, to juggle the two of them. Next, you have the Knight of Swords being clarified by the Two of Swords. So really what I'm seeing here, the Knight of Swords, is you making a decision just for you to make another decision. So I see you rejecting that ex or whoever it is that you've known longer for the newer person, just for you to leave that new person and go back to the ex. This is your energy of the Knight of Swords. In clarity of the Knight of Swords, you have the Two of Swords. I don't know what's going on here. Maybe you're just hurt and you want to, and you're going to want to get back at them, but you do know that one of them has your heart. You are leaning towards, right now you're leaning towards the person who you've known longer. In clarity of the Knight of Swords, you have the Eight of Swords and you have the Four of Swords. So let's talk about all these swords, okay? Because what goes around comes back around. Once you make that temporary decision just for you to change your mind and go back to this person who you've known longer, you're going to be feeling like this with the Eight of Swords and the Four of Swords, because you're going to be feeling like you lost your chance with them. You even have, oh my goodness. I just don't want you to still be holding on to the past. If the one who you really want to be with did mess up in the past and they're trying to come back, or they will be trying to come back to get a second chance with you, and you know that this is a person that you want to be with, you know, don't try to hurt them back. Don't try to sabotage this new beginning, because I'm definitely seeing that after you know, take back your first decision and try to go back to the one who you rejected, you may have already lost your chance. And I put the Queen of Pentacles over to the side because I asked for the outcome of this indecision. Queen of Pentacles came out. This is you having an offer for that specific person, but you not being able to give that offer to them because they won't be available or they won't accept your offer. So I do hope that makes sense. I know the video is kind of lagging for you, Rhoda, but once you've watched it, you're more than welcome to give me feedback, okay? So according to the cards, it's really all up to you. That's why I kept on taking out so many clarity cards, because I was trying to see, you know, who will be your lifetime partner out of the two of them. But there's just some questions that the cards will not directly answer. It's really all up to you. But you do know which one, you know, really has your heart. I'll tell you that, because I saw it very clearly. Let me see. I have to go back and listen to some of this. It was lagging. Oh, you're fine. You don't have to apologize about that. You can just go back. Okay, so there's currently no one on the list. If is anyone who wants a reading, go ahead and make your purchase. Jennifer, I'm not sure what's going on. Maybe you can try opening up the link in another browser. Um, but I did click on the link and it is working. Let me try it again. Oh, let me see. I think I know what's going on here. I see what's going on here. Jennifer, hold on one second. Okay, that's the one, Jennifer. That's like a link that you can actually click on and you don't have to, search me in on Google. So I'm probably going to be on here for a couple more minutes. If there's anyone who wants a reading, please go ahead and make your purchase. It's $21 and you can ask me any love related question and I will do a spread for you and I'll give you your answer. Oh, that's so totally fine, Jennifer. I'll definitely be doing more live readings this week, so don't worry. Hi, Sunny, and thanks for tuning in. Let's see. Oh, you just sent a payment. Let me see. So you want a message about your love life? Okay. So you just want a general love reading, basically? Or do you have like a specific question about your love life? Excuse me. Or I can do like a general love reading for you. Or do you just want a message about your love life? Oh, you have something specific. I knew you did. Let's see. What is James' intentions towards you? That's a amazing question. It's always good to know what a person's intentions is for you. Even if you know that they do like you, I mean, you still want to know what their intentions are. What are James' intentions for Sunny? Clarify the Empress. King of Cups. What's going on with this Three of Cups clarifying the Empress? Yeah. Clarify the Death card. Ten of Swords. Wig Shack, hi, thanks for tuning in. I'll check my PayPal to see once I'm done with Sunny's reading. Thanks so much for y'all's patience. I really do appreciate it. Hermit. What's going on with this World card? Clarify the World card. Oh, okay. Okay. Alrighty. There's going to be a little bit of a rocky start here between the two of you, but you have the Empress, the Death card, and the World card. Starting with this Empress, I did pull out a handful of clarity cards for you because I just want to, give you some details, give you more information. With this Empress being clarified by the Three of Cups, I will be very honest and say that there is a third party situation going on. There is another woman. But he is seeing you as the Empress. So he will be choosing you. But the reason why I say that things will start off pretty rocky between the two of you is because why in the world is he dealing with two people in the first place? You know what I'm saying? So the Empress is how he views you, Sunny. He sees you as a woman who is very stable, very, very balanced. The Empress is an amazing energy to embody, especially for someone to see you as the Empress. That's a big deal. So he definitely takes you very seriously. I do feel like you kind of scare him though a little bit because he knows that you're the kind of woman you have those like what do they call it these days? What is it, wifey or wife qualities? I sound so old, even though I'm not. But like wifey material, I don't know if you've heard of that, but that's what they say these days. They know that you're the kind of woman that, you know, want stability. They it's almost like they don't know what to do with you, Sunny, because they know what you deserve. They know that you deserve a man who will commit to you, a man who will bring stability. But the insecurity is, are they ready for that? Will they be able to give you that? So they put you on a very high pedestal. They know that you're not like other women that they have dealt with. They take you very, very seriously. The Empress can also be seen. I'm also hearing something about being a mom. This is a person who has definitely imagined you being in their future, settling down with you. And so I do feel like because they take you so seriously, they kind of feel guilty because it's like, what do I do with this kind of woman who just deserves everything? And I don't know if I'm able to give that to Sunny. In Clarity of the Empress, you have the Three of Cups. So, like I said, there is another person. I'm going to be very honest with you. But I do feel like this is someone who's used to dealing with women who make excuses, who makes excuses for him. Um, and so when they came across you, where you're completely different from the women in his past, it's kind of like, well, let me hold on to this other woman, not Sunny. Let me hold on to this other woman because it's easier. I will feel more secure. This other person probably doesn't have as much of a high standards as you do. So it's like, but it's one of those things where just because it's an easier choice doesn't mean that it's the right choice. You get what I'm saying, Sunny? You even have the King of Cups. So this is definitely a person who has, I don't really want to call them a player, but they are very attractive and they do know that they have options, okay? So it's like, who are they going to choose? It's up to you, but it's also up to them because they do have another person. And then you have the Tower card. So the fact that the 3 of Cups and then you have the Tower card, there, this third party situation will come to an ending. He will make a decision. Next, you have the Death card being clarified by the Ten of Swords. I actually want to pull out more cards. Why is this betrayal being felt? Oh, plot twist. Hmm. Very soon, you will be leaving James with this Death card. And it's not because this is something that you want. You don't want to have to leave him. I do feel like James is, you make him feel a little bit unstable, just because he knows that the bar is very high with you. And there is that level of respect. So it's like, while he does have genuine feelings for you, he doesn't know if he'll be able to give you those things. And he also doesn't want to let you go. So it's like, dude, make up your mind, right? But back to your reading, in Clarity of this Death card, you do have the Ten of Swords. So I do see you leaving him very soon. Um, and it's more so because while he will have a chance with you, he will sabotage that opportunity to be with you because he's kind of insecure. Next, you have the Ace of Wands as well as the Five of Pentacles. Oh, you're gonna be leaving him. So intuitively, what I saw is, you have given James a lot of chances. You have, Sunny, because for a very long time you were by his side. You may not have made it evident. I don't see you being the kind of woman to tell him, you know, no matter who you choose, I'm always going to be here. I don't see you being that kind of woman because this is someone who knows that you are a no nonsense woman. But I do see that for a really long time, you did want it to be him. You did want to give him a chance, and you will, but he's not going to take advantage of that opportunity because he still needs to kind of get his life together. Next, you have the World card being clarified by the King of Wands. And let's talk about this Hermit card as well. So, with the World card, like I said, you will temporarily leave him. And then with the World card, as he sees you moving on, you have the King of Wands. So this is a person where you and him will still be friends. It's not like you're going to cut him off entirely, but I do see you not wanting to invest your time into this connection with him anymore, especially the fact that you pretty much will give him an indirect offer and see what he's going to do with it just for him to not take advantage of that offer. Um, And so with the King of Wands, I do see him pretty much being unable to let this go. This person will still be in your life. They will be investing into you because while you will move forward and not want to work on things romantically with them, they will choose to, like, can we still be friends? Can we still go out once in a while? Because they don't want you to entirely cut them off. Um, Next, you have the Knight of Swords and the Hermit. So let's just talk about this. I want to talk about these three cards because it was almost like a story that I was seeing how this is going to end up. So Hermit card. The Hermit card is basically you, yes, trying to move forward, but I don't see you dating anybody else. Queen of Pentacles confirms that because you know, like I keep on saying for the longest time, you really were patient with this person and you really wanted it to be them. But I'm just so disappointed that James isn't going to take that opportunity not until he sees that you're really moving on. And so with the Knight of Swords, I definitely see James um, being more passionate because, and I don't want you to blame yourself for this. You know, James is a grown man, and if he feels like he can't give you what you deserve, then that's just him saying, hey, I don't deserve you. When a guy makes that clear, you need to run because, you know, that's like blunt honesty right there, right, Sunny? But I definitely see that in the end, James will be more mature with how he's going to handle this situation. Let me try to pull up more cards. Outcome. What's going to be the outcome? Oh, snap. Oh, what did I say? What did I say? Towards the end, as he sees you really moving forward, he will come back. Remember, I said that with the Knight of Swords. So I just pulled out some cards about what the outcome is going to be. You have the Four of Wands. The Four of Wands represents a serious commitment that leads to marriage. See this couple here? It's their wedding day. They're celebrating their wedding day. They're showing us these Four Wands because um, while it is their wedding day, they're showing us that it wasn't easy getting here. That these four wands represents the obstacles that they had to overcome in order to get to this marriage. And then you even have the Queen of Cups. So remember how I said with this Queen of Pentacles, where you will have an offer for him because I don't see you giving it to anybody else. So while you will be moving forward, I don't see you dating anybody else. But it's like you're going to be holding on to that offer because he's the only one that you want to extend it to. But for the outcome, you have the Queen of Cups. So you will be able to give him that offer. And the Chariot is an action card. The Chariot is an action card. So I definitely see forward movement here between the two of you, especially the fact that you got a marriage card. So there is potential for marriage in this situation. I just feel like you're dealing with someone right now who isn't ready because they feel like they can't give you what you want. And that's probably why they kept this other person around. And that's not your job to wait on them. Okay? Okay, let's see. Okay, Sunny, so, continue to do you, live your life, move forward. But in the end, you already know what's going to happen. I just feel like, don't get too consumed in what James is doing because James had some, inner conflicts that he needs to take care of. Okay? Okay, let's see who's next. Sunny, thank you so much for getting a reading with me. I really do appreciate it. Hope that reading was helpful. So, Rashida, you are next. Let me just wait, who is that? I'm going to show you guys the list. It's not very long. So if you guys want a reading, go ahead and make your purchase. Okay, so that is the list. Rashida, you're next. Then it's going to be Sophia, and then it's going to be Jennifer. Okay, for those of you who are joining, thank you so much. I'm the Dream Medium. Thanks for tuning in and supporting. If you want a reading, this is a $21 love reading. You can ask me any love related question, and I will do a reading for you. Okay, that is the link to my PayPal. $21. You can ask me any love related question and I will do your reading. Okay. So Rashida, hopefully you're still here. I just need your specific question. Okay, so Rashida, we're gonna skip you, but of course, if you come back in the reading, I will do yours. We're gonna go to Sophia. Sophia, if you're in the chat, please let me know what your specific question is. And if you're inquiring about your love interest, please do give me their first name or their initials. Hi Rigo, I'm sorry. Did you make a purchase? I didn't see your name on the list. Let me double check. I did see your comment earlier. Let me see. So the only people on the list right now are Rashida, Sophia, and Jennifer. Oh, okay, okay, I understand. Let's see. So you want to know, can I ask if my ex-husband is my twin flame? Yeah, you can ask that. That's fine. You can ask that. You can ask me any love-related question. And that's a really good question to ask because that reading on my website right now is very expensive. I'm just saying. Uh, Okay, so Rashida, you're here. Girl, I thought you left. Okay. So, Sophia, thank you so much for waiting patiently, but it looks like both you and Rashida commented at the same time or around each other. So, let's just do Rashida and then I'll do you next, Sophia. Thanks so much for your patience. So, Rashida, what was your question? I would like to know what will ultimately happen between me and my recent ex. What is your ex's name? If you guys want to know about someone specific, just let me know their first name or their initials. So you want an outcome reading. Okay, so Rashida, please let me know what their name is. I'm trying to do as much readings as I can today so I can get through everyone. Okay, Ava. I love that name. It's so beautiful and classic. What will happen between me and... What was your question? I would like to know what will ultimately happen between you and a recent ex, which is Ava. So you want an outcome reading about you and Ava. What's going to happen between Ava and Rashida? Let me see. What's going to happen between Ava and Rashida? Oh, that's the initials. AVA. I'm sorry. That's so hilarious. I'm over here like, I love the name Ava. It's so beautiful and classic. AVA. I was wondering why you were writing in all caps, but I mean, people do that these days, so AVA. What's going to happen between Rashida and AVA? What's going to happen between Rashida and AVA? What's going to happen between Rashida and AVA? Clarify the Eight of Pentacles, the Empress. Oops. I'll take it. Ooh. And that flew out. Clarify this Three of Cups. Ace of Swords. Someone made a mistake. Clarify the Hermit. But we all make mistakes, right? As long as we're willing to change and fix it. Justice. Oh, wow. Clarify the Wheel of Fortune. So, your outcome reading, what's going to happen between you and AVA? You do have the Eight of Pentacles, the Hermit, and the Wheel of Fortune. Starting with the Eight of Pentacles, the first clarity card that came out was the Empress. So, really what I'm seeing here is stability. The two of you, like, let me tell you, I don't say something that I don't see, okay? I'm not one of those readers where I'm just going to tell you what you want to hear, because I see that in the past they definitely messed up somewhere with this 3 of Cups. They may have been juggling you, or they may have been unwilling to make a decision. That's really what I'm picking up on, that they were very slow to make a decision and choose one person. Things have changed. That was in the past. With the Eight of Pentacles, I see a lot of stability happening between you and AVA. The reason why I say that is because of the Eight of Pentacles, I definitely see him putting in a lot of effort to bring changes into this connection. I love the Eight of Pentacles. The Eight of Pentacles is abundance. It is a reward that's given to someone, not because it's being handed to them, but because they deserve it, because they have done the necessary work. Okay, so I definitely see AVA putting a lot of effort to bring stability to you.
And something does it. I hate it here. I hate Texas. Why you hate Texas? So many mosquitoes. She had two hands and I was like, how is this one back here? Yeah, being able to refuel too. Like, you need some.
Saying he if he's not, or if they're not. But really, AVA wants a future with you. AVA sees you as someone who he can settle down with, as someone who he can get married to, someone who he could, spend the rest of his life together. I mean, or the rest of his life with. Um, there's also a lot of trust here. There's a lot of trust that I'm seeing. There may not be a lot of trust from your side because of what AVA did in the past, but man, does this person trust you? I mean, like, I also feel like it's also because of your intelligence. Like, this is someone who sees you as their potential partner. Now let's talk about this Knight of Wands, because this Knight of Wands is very important. This is AVA wanting to come back to you to fix what he broke. So I'm not sure if the two of you have been in communication lately, but regardless, I'm definitely seeing forward movement from his side. With the Knight of Wands here, I'm definitely seeing that AVA wants a second chance, to simply put it. Why? Because of the Ace of Swords, AVA believes that this is something that is worth fighting for, regardless of how painful, it's going to be, regardless of what happens in the past. AVA believes that this is something that they should work on. Definitely messed up somewhere in the past with this third party situation. Definitely. And that's why AVA is so passionate to come forward, because, AVA knows what they did in the past. Next, you have the, in and out energy. Next, you have the Hermit being clarified by the Nine of Swords. There's this, okay, so you know how I felt like there's this slow energy. Like, once I touch the Hermit, it's like there's some stagnation here. Like, someone here is at a standstill. Let me see. They're at a standstill because they're still making a decision. This energy that I'm picking up on is a present energy. This is what's going to happen in the future. But this is something that's happening presently because it's like so slow. Like every it's like I don't know how to describe it. I know I sound crazy, but really what I'm seeing here with this Hermit card being clarified by the Knight of Swords, currently no decision has been made between you and AVA. Why is that? Because the Six of Pentacles, AVA is trying to restore balance into this situation. But I was hearing that it's like AVA is occupied. You said I stopped. It's like we get nowhere. Okay, that makes sense. That makes perfect sense as to why I was feeling like someone here is at a standstill because they're occupied. They're trying to restore balance, but they have to make a decision. Now, we already did say that in the future, the two of you will be together. I definitely see him choosing you and choosing to work on this connection. But Six of Pentacles, I heard something about AVA being occupied. So AVA is not able to really give 100% of himself to you, even if he wanted to. Why? Why? Because with the Six of Pentacles, AVA is trying to clear certain things from his personal life, which really isn't yours to worry about because this is something that's happening to him personally. This has nothing to do with the connection. So this is his personal business. So don't feel like you need to invest in what it is that's going on. You're just going to end up being indirectly affected by, what's happening between him and someone else. But AVA doesn't like this. AVA doesn't like that, they cannot 100% focus on you because they're so occupied. Six of Pentacles, AVA is trying to restore balance into this situation. And very soon they will be making a decision. The Hermit card, AVA will not communicate with you or communicate to you anytime soon. That's just because with the Hermit, AVA is isolating themselves from the world. They're not expressing how they feel, so don't expect any communication right now. You also have the Justice card. I'm telling you, AVA will make a decision. AVA is trying to clear a lot of things from their past. You said, yep, definitely occupied with someone else. We don't talk anymore. Girl, it's like you're taking the words right out of my mouth. That's literally what I said about the Hermit card, right? They're not expressing themselves. And you don't want something to happen at a bad time. You don't want AVA to communicate with you when he's going through this with another person. You don't want that. You want it to happen at a good time when he has freed himself from, certain personal matters. The Magician and the Ten of Pentacles. So the Magician is not anything for you to worry about. I really do believe that the Magician, once he can restore balance into this situation and be able to focus on you and you only, I'm definitely seeing with the Magician that AVA will be very passionate towards you, especially if there's any other obstacles standing in between you and AVA. They will be willing to get a resolution and overcome those obstacles with you. You even have the Ten of Pentacles here. This is going to be a long-term connection. Sorry guys, I'm sick. I've been traveling, so I just got back home. I'm sick. But yeah, with the Ten of Pentacles here, this is definitely going to be a long-term connection between you and him. Next, you have the Wheel of Fortune. So in clarity of the Wheel of Fortune, you do have the Knight of Pentacles as well as the Seven of Wands that came out. Oh my gosh. Is the Knight of Swords? What is this that I'm hearing about a kid? Does AVA have a child? Oh, Okay. She wants to have a child in the future. Talked about it a lot. Okay. Because I heard about a child out of nowhere. I wasn't even focused on that. But just know that he needs to be really careful because I do see her having a child for him. Even though he will be with you, he will choose you. He definitely will choose you in the end. That's the outcome. The two of you will be together. He's going to offer you a it's going to be a major, 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 major offer, cough, cough, marriage. But, I'm not going to go too much into that because I don't want to ruin what's coming towards you. I don't want to ruin the surprise. It's going to be a major offer, but just be careful because I'm seeing something about a child. Okay, I was not focused on that at all. That's what my intuition picked up on. So be very, 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 very careful because I do see AVA having a child with this person. Um, oh, goodness. And it's really, the Seven of Wands is the two of you trying to figure out how you can overcome this because of the child. And like I said, the two of you will be able to overcome the obstacles in this connection, especially the fact that your reading ends with this Hierophant. An official decision will be made, especially because of this major offer that AVA will come towards you with. But I heard something about a child. I did, and that's why I asked. So, mm, 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 mm. She wants to have a child in the future, talks about it a lot. AVA is a woman. That's why, okay, I was so confused because I was like, I don't want to misgender this person. And at the beginning, I said it was Ava. So I already thought that it was a woman. But then when you said AVA, I was like, oh crap, am I misgendering, her person? But it doesn't matter. Um, this reading is still for you. There's just, I don't know, like there's something about the child, something about a child. Clarify. Yeah, I definitely see her having a child. I see her having a child, but I see her coming back to you. And that's going to cause a lot of problems. That's going to cause not the child, children are a blessing. That's not what I'm trying to say, but it will complicate things. Does that make sense, Rashida? Yes? Okay. You're welcome. Thank you. Okay, let's see. So, Sophia, I know you already posted your question. Let me see. Let's see. Okay, Sarah, I did receive your payment. Let me go ahead and do the list. Okay, so that is the list. It's not very long. If there's someone who wants a reading, you're more than welcome to click on that link, that PayPal link. It's $21 and I will answer your love question. So, Sophia, your question is, Sophia. Sophia, I do hope that you're still in the chat. Thank you so much for your patience. What will happen between me and the Taurus I'm currently dealing with? Their initial is DT. What will happen between Sophia and DT? Outcome reading for Sophia and DT. Clarify the Four of Wands. Oh, wow. Clarify the Nine of Cups. Clarify the Nine of Cups. Queen of Cups. Hmm. Hmm. Okay, Sophia. You have, 1 second, you guys. Okay, it was getting pretty dark outside. So, you have the Four of Wands, Nine of Cups, and the Page of Cups answering what will be the outcome between you and DT. Starting with this Four of Wands, the Magician card came out to clarify it. So please listen because I'm seeing so many red flags in this connection. Is there someone here who's married or someone who wants to get married? Have the two of you talked about, like, plans to get married, engagements? Who wants to get married here? And Sophia, this reading is for you. Hopefully you're still here. Let me see. Okay, so I want to get, okay, you are the one who wants to get married. Just please be careful, is really all that I'm going to say, because I'm seeing a lot of red flags. I am seeing that you will get what you want with this person, which is marriage. Um, I just kept on picking up on that. The marriage will happen, but it's going to happen too fast. And once you get tied in with this person, I don't want you to make such a quick decision just for things to go wrong. Because in Clarity of the Four of Wands, which is typically a card that represents a marriage, but I don't just jump to that just because I use my intuition a lot. But the Six of Wands confirms that because the two of you have been going through a lot of problems. It's almost like you kind of believe that the marriage will help. Um, but it's like on your journey to marriage, there's been so many problems already, and those problems were meant to be seen as red flags. Like, Sophia, rethink this, think about it again, rethink, reevaluate. But it's almost like for you, you saw it as an even greater reason to continue the connection, right? You saw it as like, you know, you needing to go harder for the connection when those issues were actually red flags for you to reevaluate the situation. But I'm definitely seeing that the marriage will happen. In Clarity of the Four of Wands, you have the Magician. This person will give you what you want, but I don't see them changing their ways. I don't see them changing their lifestyle at all. So I'm not saying that this is what you think, but a lot of people or a lot of women tend to think this, that if they, um, you know, if they were to get married, maybe their man would like change and be more mature and commit to them. Oftentimes marriage doesn't change much. I mean, he's going to give you what you want. He's going to give you that marriage, but he's still going to be doing the same things. I'm just being honest. Next, you have the Nine of Cups being clarified by the Ten of Wands. The big warning message that I'm hearing for you, Sophia, and I'm so glad that you got this reading. I'm so glad because really the major warning that I'm getting for you is to be careful with this marriage. Be careful, be careful. This is something that I picked up on and I even asked you and you confirmed it. And you didn't give me any information at all. Be careful of this marriage because if you get yourself tied down with this person, the Nine of Cups and the Ten of Wands is saying that there's going to be continuous problems in this marriage. Why? Because the Nine of Cups is saying that DT will be unwilling to readjust. DT will be unwilling to make changes. How can you get in a marriage with someone and you're still acting like you're single? You're still holding on to your options to other suitors. Same person. The only thing that's going to change is probably your last name or the title, but this person is not going to change. In Clarity of the Nine of Cups, you have the Ten of Wands. So what I'm seeing here with the Ten of Wands is the emotional damage that this marriage is going to cause for you, where you're going to feel like you're the only one who cares about this. It's like DT is not going to be meeting you halfway. See this gentleman right here? This individual carrying 10 wands on his back? That's how it's going to feel, because it's going to feel like you're the only one trying. Queen of Cups. With the Queen of Cups, this is what concerns me the most, is because I still see you. It's like a story. It's like this is what's going to happen. It's like the way the cards are coming out for you, it's like this is what's going to happen. So if you don't want this, you can, reevaluate the situation, make different plans. Because this will happen, I'm telling you. With the Ten of Wands, the Queen of Cups concerns me so much. Why? Because with the Queen of Cups, I see you being so incredibly patient with this individual. There's nothing wrong with being patient. But as you wait and you wait and you wait and you wait and you wait for them to change, they're not going to. And the longer you wait, the more you're going to be feeling like this in the marriage. Next, you have the Page of Cups being clarified by the Queen of Swords. So really what I'm seeing with this Page of Cups and the Queen, oh my gosh. There's two women in this situation. You're the Queen of Cups. The other woman is the Queen of Swords. This is a new energy though. I don't see that this Queen of Swords is a woman that they have been dealing with all along. I do feel like during the marriage, that's when they're going to get this Queen of Swords involved. The Queen of Swords is, and not just because of the general reading, but what my intuition is picking up on is this Queen of Swords is nasty. Nasty, feisty woman who will give DT an ultimatum. You either leave Sophia or you choose me. I don't want to deal with you unless you're single. And she's right for that. She's right for that. But I say she's nasty because why even get yourself involved with a married person in the first place, right? Seven of Cups. Options. There's another person who will be involved, but I'm really picking up that this Queen of Swords is like a new energy. Okay? This is what's going to happen. This is like a warning for you, Sophia. So don't be upset. Don't freak out too much. But the way the cards came out is like, these are the events that will take place if you go forward with this person, especially if you get tied down with them with marriage. Okay, Sophia? You are totally welcome, Sophia. Thank you so much for getting a reading with me. I really do appreciate your support. I hope that this reading, gave you more guidance and clarity. I wish you the best, Sophia. That is the updated list. Jennifer, you are next. I believe you posted, you said, what will happen between myself and Dee Dee? Okay, Jennifer, let's start on you. What will happen between Jennifer and Dee Dee? Outcome reading for Jennifer and Dee Dee. Five of Wands came out. That's heavy. That's very heavy. Ooh, what is this? Queen of Wands. Oh, so you told them that they had to make a decision, Jennifer. You made that pretty clear. Clarify the Fool card. Page of Swords. Clarify the Hierophant. Three of Swords. Eight of Pentacles. A lot has definitely happened in this connection. So you have the Five of Wands, the Fool card, and the Hierophant answering, what will be the outcome between you and Dee Dee, Jennifer. So let's start with this Five of Wands being clarified by the Ace of Pentacles. Something really dramatic just happened recently, huh? Did you guys... You said yes. You said new. Okay, you know what I just saw? Like, it was like a flash. Like, when you guys get in a disagreement, it is hot and heavy. Like, you and Dee Dee, I don't know which one it is. I don't know if it's you or Dee Dee who has a really bad temper, but it's like there's someone who's like yelling. I just see someone yelling. Like, someone is very good with their words. Like, if you make them mad, man, they talk like a million words a second, but they're really good at expressing how they feel when you make them mad. Um, but it was kind of like a nasty fight. Um, hmm. 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 Okay. So, Five of Wands being clarified by the Ace of Pentacles. Um, I'm not saying that it's like you gave them an ultimatum. An ultimatum. I'm not saying that you just made it clear some way somehow that they had to make a decision about what they wanted with you. Especially because they tried to lead you on and they try to make you feel as if you and Dee Dee try to make it seem as if you and him... Is Dee Dee a male? I don't want to misgender someone. But it's like Dee Dee made you feel as if you and him, if he is a guy, as if you and him were progressing, as if you would finally get the outcome that you wanted with him. It felt like you guys were finally going somewhere, and it didn't happen. And then you realized how much time you've been investing in this person, because this is like the millionth time that you let them lead you on to believe that things will really work out, and it didn't. So it's really just you not wanting to be tricked again. It's really you just saying, hey, this is it. You have to make a decision about me because you have misled me in the past as well. And so with the Queen of Wands, it's you saying you either choose me or you walk away. Because this Ace of Pentacles is the new beginning that you thought you and him were working towards. Just for you, it's kind of like you finally felt relieved. Like, we're finally, me and Dee Dee are finally going somewhere. Finally getting to that goal just for it to not happen. Clarify the Five of Wands. Is this family? Is this a third party? Why is... It's family. I heard something about family. Does his family not want this? Family or friends? Or it could have been family and friends who also were affected by that disagreement that the two of you have. I do feel like there was a point where his family was on his side. He made it feel like you and him were clashing, and his family took his side, but he has to be very careful because now he's at a point where he's going to have to defend you from his family. This person is so immature. And that's why you can't be too quick to run to your family about everything that happens between you and your person. I mean, unless if it's like a toxic situation, of course, tell people about it. But, every little thing, you run to your family or your friends and you tell them about it and you try to make your partner look bad. And then you know that you and your person are going to get back together. And now you have to defend that very same person that you were trying to make look bad to your family. Because I feel like that's kind of the situation that's going on. But regardless, let's talk about this Knight of Cups. Hmm. I'm sorry to say this, but the Knight of Cups, currently this person is giving their offer to someone else. You have the Fool card being clarified by the Knight of Pentacles. So right now they're choosing to walk away from you because they know that you're still invested in them. So it's kind of like a slap to the face to intentionally hurt you because they know that you're still holding on to them. So they're choosing to give their cup to someone else with this Knight of Cups. It's like to hurt you back. And then next you have the Fool card being clarified by this Knight of Pentacles. So there's going to be a quick U-turn because all of this walking away, rejecting you, just for them to come back to you with this Fool card because they know that you're the one that they want to be with. Now, in clarity of the Fool card, you have the Knight of Pentacles. So they will come back in the near future with this Knight of Pentacles. They will give you something very serious, but they're carrying this Knight energy. So, regardless of how big of an offer this is going to be, you need to ask yourself, is this person really capable of giving me what they're offering? In Clarity of the Fool card, you do have the Page of Swords and the Five of Cups. I think someone new is going to come in by the time they take you seriously. Someone new is going to come in. Yeah. Wow. It's like a little plot twist because the tables will be turned. This Knight of Pentacles is a slow offer. It's so slow. So right now they're walking. I just want to make sure that this is making sense, Jennifer. So let me know if you want me to clarify something. Right now, this is a present energy that I'm picking up on. They know that you're still invested. They know that you're still waiting. They know it. So as a slap to the face, they're going to do the exact opposite of what they know they should be doing. Why? Because you didn't let them have their way with you recently. That's what the disagreement was. You're dealing with someone who acts like a spoiled brat. Because they don't get their way, they try to hurt you. And I'm very, very picky about people who intentionally hurt other people. It's not right. It's like a slap to the face, an intentional slap to the face. But it's only going to come back and bite them in the you know what. Because with the Fool card, very soon, in the nearest future, the Fool card, they're going to come back to you. Because all this was just something to hurt you a little bit. Fool card, they're going to come back. By the time they come back, it's going to take them forever. Knight of Pentacles is a slow energy. Because in the beginning, instead of them doing what was right, they wanted to hurt you. Page of Swords, the tables will be turned. Because of the Page of Swords, you'll reject this offer. Why? Because this is someone, like I said, a person can give you a big offer, but you know them. So ask yourself, are they really going to be able to give me what they're offering? And you've experienced this person before, so you'll be able to answer that for yourself. And I am seeing you rejecting their offer because they took too long and because they're going to be coming in as a knight, someone who is known to be very indecisive and very immature. And then this is going to be them with the Page of Swords, being unwilling to move on without you. The Page of Swords, I always call it, a person who's having a hard time moving on. They're still very much invested. They're still very invested in a person from their past, still checking up on them, still curious about who they're with. Five of Cups, crying over spilled milk. A person who feels like they have lost their chance. Nine of Swords, drowning in their misery, feeling really guilty and embarrassed. Embarrassed of how they handled the situation because now they're getting a taste of their own medicine. I love how the cards are coming out today in these readings because it's like a story of what's going to happen. King of Pentacles, be very careful because a new person will come in, but I don't see Didi giving up on you, and you don't want him to do something to sabotage your connection or relationship with this new person. The King of Pentacles, by the way, is Didi. Okay. So, there is some possessive energy here that I'm seeing from Didi's end, but I think it's just because you and him have a history and he's going to have a hard time letting you go with someone else. Next, you have the Hierophant. Hierophant being clarified by the Six of Cups. So eventually, this is, your final answer. With the Six of Cups, I definitely see a reunion happening between you and Didi. Six of Cups is a card that represents a reunion, reconciliation, reminiscing about someone from your past. It's my reunion card. The Three of Swords, though, came out. So I see him deceiving you once more. because he's not going to stop until he gets his way with you. And I do see you falling into that trap and allowing him to get another chance with you in the future just for him to hurt you once more with this 3 of Swords. Heartbreak from a third party situation. But that's necessary to happen. That's necessary to happen because with the 8 of Pentacles, you will get a better idea of who you need to choose, Didi or the new person, because the Hierophant is you making that wise and insightful judgment or decision. Wow, you guys better like screenshot these readings or screen record, not screenshot, screen record these readings because the way the cards are coming out today, it's like these are warnings, this is what's going to happen, and if you know something ahead of time, you can at least try to avoid it. Okay, let's see. What is his way? Like, what is his intentions? 4 months in. 4 months into the relationship or the connection? I'm so confused. The 2 of you have been dating for 4 months. So dating as in getting to know each other? Because typically if you're dating someone, you're not necessarily in a relationship with them. The 2 of you are just getting to know each other, right? Um, so you feel like the 4 months is too long and he should have made a decision as to if the 2 of you should be in a committed relationship or not. Okay. I think that's what you're trying to say, right, Jennifer? Oh, okay. 4 months of being in a committed relationship. Well, that is crazy. I do agree. I do agree with that. That 4 months of being committed to someone and you still haven't made, your decision. I mean, let me see. Okay. So, Jennifer, I do hope that that reading was helpful. I hope it gave you some clarity on your situation as well as some guidance. Yes, you definitely have a lot to think about. And thank you. Thank you so much for getting a reading with me. I do appreciate your support. So, the next person is Sarah. Sarah, you are next. So, Sarah, which question would you like to ask? Because that's two questions. You said, what are Drew's intentions towards me and our outcome? Do you want to know his intentions or do you want an outcome reading? Okay. Awesome. Alrighty. What are Drew's intentions for Sarah? What are Drew's intentions for Sarah? What are Drew's intentions for Sarah? And you guys are welcome to ask me more than one question. It's just going to be $21 per question. Clarify the Three of Pentacles. Wait a second. Are you dealing with someone else right now? Are you in a relationship right now or connecting to someone else? Not Drew, but another person? Hmm. I wonder, why does he feel that way? Because it's almost like he's so sure. The Three of Cups even came out. Are you sure? Because it's like, that's what I heard. That's how he's feeling. Clarify the Four of Wands. Clarify the Chariot. You know, Drew feels like he has everything concluded about you. Like, he feels like he knows everything about you, and maybe, just maybe, he doesn't, right? Because I was strongly picking up. So let's just get started. You have the Three of Pentacles, Four of Wands, and the Chariot. So with the Three of Pentacles, I mean, I know you answered my question. You're saying that there's no one else, but I'm seeing here that there is another person. Maybe you're not interested in this other person, but Drew knows that this other person is interested in you. I mean, you have the Three of Pentacles. The Three of Pentacles is telling me that there is an outside influence here. There is a third party here. And there's some jealousy that's going on because Drew feels like, oh, Drew has been like creeping on you. I don't know if you have social media. Like he's been looking things up, lurking on you, should I say. Um and it makes him feel like it's him against another person. And this isn't a new person. This is someone who you dealt with. He feels like you're still not over a past lover. That's really interesting. Because you're telling me that there's not anyone else. And Rhoda, yes, I can clarify. That's no problem at all. That's no problem. It's like Drew feels like it's him versus another person. So, I was checking to see if you commented, but I didn't see anything. So in Clarity of the Three of Pentacles, the Justice card came out. There's a lot of jealousy that's going on here from Drew's side because with the Justice card, he feels like things didn't go as he would like it to go because of this third person. Why is he This is really interesting for me as well as the reader because the message keeps on repeating itself, but you're saying that there's no one else. So it's either that there is someone that you're just casually friends with, but from because Drew has been doing research on you. He has been keeping tabs on you. But from his perspective, he's probably seeing this friend as his competition. Because there's major jealousy, especially here with the Justice card. He feels like things didn't happen the way that he would have liked it to happen because of the same third person. And then you even have the Ten of Cups here. So with the Ten of Cups, he definitely wants stability with you. You got the Ten of Cups. This card doesn't come out all the time. I mean, this the Ten of Cups rarely comes out. I always call my Ten of Cups the happily ever after card because it's so ideal. 10 represents completion. You have the rainbow in the back, which represents happiness. It's like meeting your soulmate, meeting your lifetime partner, settling down with each other, getting married, having children. It's so ideal, and I can't believe this card came out. This is beautiful. You even have the King of Cups that came out. So Drew wants to give you a lot. Like this person has a lot to provide, a lot to offer you. But with the 3 of Cups, girl, I'm not lying. You have the 3 of Pentacles and the 3 of Cups. Justice card even came out. There's a third person here. But maybe you don't see that third person as a romantic interest. There's someone here who likes you. And you spend a lot of time with this other person as well. Because when Drew, checks up on you, he sees the two of you together. I don't know if this is like a guy friend. Maybe this could be one of your guy friend, or maybe Drew is just really insecure. But that's the message that I am seeing. And with the justice card, it's making him very angry, because whoever this other person is with the justice, he's kind of like, how dare them, how dare they do that, cause this blockage between me and Sarah, because they feel like it was because of this third party that they couldn't get the outcome that they want with you. And with the justice, they're wishing, they're wishing bad upon that person. They're wishing that they will get exposed for what they did, because they feel like the way things ended between you and him was unfair. This is someone who you know. This is someone who you spend time with. It could be a guy friend that you probably don't even like romantically, but maybe Drew is just very jealous. Next, you have the Four of Wands being clarified by the Queen of Swords. Excuse me. So, with the Four of Wands here, like I keep on saying, oh my gosh, we're you got the 10 of Cups and the Four of Wands. This person takes you very seriously, because with the Four of Wands, like, you keep on getting these like long-term commitment, and you even have a marriage card right here, the Four of Wands. So he definitely wants stability. He wants something that's long-term with you, Sarah. In clarity of the Four of Wands, you have the Queen of Swords. Now this is the interesting part, because when I was first laying out your cards, I was getting so many messages like right away. I didn't even have to take the time to meditate. Everything was coming to me so quickly. Because with the Queen of Swords, what I was also seeing is he feels like you're against whatever it is that he wants. With the Four of Wands, what I heard was he wants this with you, stability, a future, something long term, right? But he feels like you would reject that with the Queen of Swords. You wouldn't want that. I would really advise the two of you to communicate with each other, especially if you're telling me that, you know, this is not what's happening. Like if you're telling me that you're not interested in someone else, um this could just be a miscommunication, misunderstanding from both parties, but I'm telling you he feels like there's a third person that's a competition for him. Very, very strongly. Next, you have the Chariot being clarified. Actually, let's talk about the World card. The World card also came out to clarify the Four of Wands. I don't know why I'm hearing something about age. It could be that you and Drew are, or when you met, maybe you met during like your younger years, like youth. But I just feel like regardless of that, with this World card, he wants to begin a new cycle with you. The two of you have known each other for a long time, right? So it's like maybe the two of you met each other when you were young, but now he wants to go into the next cycle of like adulthood, settling down. Like he wants something serious. He wants the next chapter with you. That makes sense. Regardless of age, he wants progression. Next, you have the Chariot being clarified by the Seven of Swords. So the Chariot is all about movement. It's an action card. In Clarity of the Chariot, you do have the Seven of Swords as well as the Five of Cups. Let me pull out clarify. Why is it Seven of Swords? Four of Pentacles. Hmm. The two of you definitely need to communicate with each other because the message is just getting so repetitive. How he feels like there's another person that you're involved with. Like he feels like there's competition. Because with the Chariot, his intentions, he wants to come forward, of course. But with the Seven of Swords, he feels like in order for him to get the outcome, a positive outcome with you, he's gonna have like competition. He's gonna have to like do the absolute most for you to choose him. Communication is vital. Communication is so important right now because Sarah, if you're saying that there's no one else, and it could be that because there's a lack of communication, because he doesn't have that, he's not in contact with you and he's keeping tabs on you from a distance, yes, it's very easy for him to misunderstand something and jump to conclusions. But communication needs to happen, really. So, to conclude your reading, his intentions for you, he has very genuine intentions for you. I mean, this is someone who definitely wants to settle down with you. You got both the Ten of Cups um and the Four of Wands. Wow. This person is really jealous. Like when they get jealous, they just get really like just ugh. So, Sarah, I do hope that that answered your question. I hope that that reading was helpful. Hopefully, it gave you some clarity on the situation and, some guidance on what you need to do. I would advise you to communicate because maybe you don't want to communicate with him now because I feel like now he's in a really like nasty mood. And he might say or do something to like try to get back at you because he's hurting. Okay, let's see who's next. Okay, Layson, you are next. I do hope that I'm pronouncing your name. I really do. If I'm mispronouncing it, please correct me. Okay, so I did receive a purchase from two other people, so I'm going to update the list and let you guys know who is on the list. Okay, let's see. So, Layson, I do hope that you're still here. If you're not, we're just going to skip you and get to the next person. And hopefully, if you do come back, we'll do your reading. So that is the list. It is not very long. If you guys, if there's anyone else who wants a reading, please go ahead and make your purchase. It's $21. You can ask me any love related question and I will answer it for you. And that is the link to my PayPal. Okay, I'm pronouncing it correctly. Okay, that's good. What will happen between me and Christopher? So you want an outcome reading? Okay. Okay. Outcome for Layson and Christopher. Layson and Christopher. What will happen between Layson and Christopher? What will happen between Layson and Christopher? Okay, one more time. What will happen between Layson and Christopher? Let's do this one more. Layson and Christopher. What's going to happen between Layson and Christopher? Clarify the Nine of Pentacles. Four of Cups. Clarify this Page of Cups. Clarify the Hierophant. Oh, wow. I knew it. Okay. So you have the Nine of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles, and the Empress. Starting with the Nine of Pentacles, I did pull out a handful of clarity cards, but don't worry, we're going to go over all of them. Singlehood. Singlehood is the word that I'm getting with this. I do feel like this person has rejected you, unfortunately. Or at least in the past they did. Because what I'm really seeing, what my intuition is telling me about you, Layson, it's almost like you've been the only one trying in this connection. You've been holding on very tightly to this. You've been trying to grow the connection, but I don't see Christopher helping you. You know, I don't see it being mutual. And you even have the Four of Cups. So someone here was rejected after giving an offer. I do want you to be very careful with who you're dealing with, Layson, because this person likes to lead you on. With the Page of Cups, once upon a time in the past, they did, it's like, I don't know if I should even call it an offer, but they led you on, you know, believing that the two of you would get somewhere. But they were only doing that to use you. They didn't give you that offer with good intentions. It was more so, what can I get from Layson? So it's like you were used, someone took advantage of you, they took advantage of you. I'm just going to be honest. They used you, they led you on. And I just feel like you were really the provider. I'm not talking materialistically. You could have been providing this person with emotional support. Could have been materialistic as well. But with the Knight of Swords here, they really misled you. Because when they rejected you, you were so surprised. And you were doing the part in this connection. You didn't do anything wrong. It's not like you were lacking. You were doing the part in this connection. You were doing all the work. Next, you have the Ace of Pentacles being clarified by the Hierophant. Oh. With the Ace of Pentacles, I do see them making a final decision about this because, I'm going to be really honest with you, Layson. I feel like this person likes to string you along because with the Ace of Pentacles being clarified by the Hierophant, there's another person that they're dealing with, and they will choose to give a new beginning to the other person, which will make you feel this way. This is the ultimate betrayal, the Ten of Swords. And what hurts the most about the Ten of Swords is you won't see this betrayal coming because this person's really good at leading you on and stringing you along. You even have the Four of Swords. The person you're dealing with has a lot of influence over you because I see that for a long time, they have been able to do these things to you, hurt you, yet still have you under their control, still have you being patient with them and working on things with them, regardless of how they're treating you. Because I still see you being persistent, even after feeling so betrayed. Next, you have the Empress being clarified by the Five of Wands. When I was shuffling and displaying your spread and the Empress came out and I looked at it, the immediate message that I got with this Empress is that you provide so much to this person that they have become very possessive in a very toxic way, though, because they see what they can get from you, but they're not willing to value who you are to them. So with the Empress, it's like I can't let go of Layson because Layson gives so much. There's so much benefits of being with Layson. The Empress, you definitely bring a lot of stability into their life. But in Clarity the Empress, you have the Five of Wands. The Five of Wands is there's a lot of tension that's going to be happening, a lot of drama. And the fact that the Three of Swords came out, it's definitely going to be because of a third party situation. And then you have the Knight of Wands and the King of Pentacles. Please be careful because you're dealing with someone who doesn't want to let you go. They don't want you to go and, give what you've been providing them to another person, which is why they tend to have a lot of in and out energy when dealing with you. They leave you and then one day they passionately come back. Please be careful with this individual because I don't see any real changes happening in the future. You'll still be dealing with the same things, especially with this King of Pentacles energy. You're dealing with someone who it definitely makes them feel good knowing that they have options. They are a user. I know I keep on saying that, but it's just really making me mad because why use someone like this? If you don't want to be with them, let them go and get the love that they deserve and give those benefits to someone who actually deserves it. The Knight of Wands is just a very selfish, greedy, loves power and control individual that you're dealing with. So that's going to be the outcome. Please be careful. Please be careful with this person. Please. So, Layson, unfortunately, I know that reading wasn't the most positive reading, but there's always lessons to be learned. And so, I do wish you the best. I hope that reading was helpful. I hope it gave you more clarity and guidance on what you should do about the situation. Of course, don't just take my word for it. Pay attention to how this person treats you and the difference between what they say to you and how they treat you, okay? So, thank you so much, Layson. So next we're going to do Quinn. I'm pretty sure I'm not pronouncing your name correctly, but please correct me. Let me know how to say it. Oh, okay, it's right. Okay. Because I know I usually call you by your last name. I love your last name. Yeah, I usually call you fam, but I was like, I need to know how to say their first name. You want to know how does your Aquarius feel towards you? So if you could just give me their initials, if you don't want to give me their first name, you can give me their initials, but I do need something that's like specifically from them. So they're either their first name or their initials. So you guys, if you want a reading, please go ahead and make your purchase because I will be ending this reading pretty soon. I've been on here for like 3 hours. So you're welcome, Layson. Thank you. Okay, HP. And your question was, you want to know how does HP feel about you? How does HP feel about fam? How does HP feel about fam? Let's see. So there's not many people on the list right now, you guys. I'm getting kind of tired. I probably just need a snack on something, but if you do want a reading, I just checked just now. I think there's like 2 more people, so if you want a reading, please make your purchase. How does HP feel about fam? This is the one. Let's see. Clarify the 8 of Swords. Clarify the 8 of Swords. Oh, wow. They want to work on this. Clarify the Temperance. Wow. There's been a transformation here. Their attitude. There's been a change. Let's see. High Priestess. Wow. 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 I don't know. I don't know. Is it something in the air that has changed this person? Because how they feel now is very different from how they felt about you in the past. So you have the 8 of Swords, the Temperance card, and the Queen of Pentacles. answering how does HP feel about you, starting with this Eight of Swords being clarified by the Six of Cups. Excuse me. First of all, with this Eight of Swords here, this person isn't really communicating with you, are they? Because I just feel like, and it's not just you that they're doing this to, I feel like they're kind of isolating themselves from a lot of people. They're not really being transparent about what's happening to them, especially in their personal life. And they're not telling you this. The communication has been really bad between you and them. The reason why I say that is because in clarity of the Eight of Swords, the Six of Cups came out. So this is what they want. They want this so badly, but it's almost like, it's like, how do I say this? It's like they want it so badly, but they're not saying it. I can't imagine this feeling. But the Six of Cups, they want to work on a second chance with you. They want a reunion with you with the Six of Cups. But they're not saying it. I was starting to feel a little bit anxious when I looked at this Eight of Swords. It's like when you want something so badly, but you can't get it. In clarity of the Eight of Swords, the Four of Cups also came out. I feel like this person tries to suppress their feelings for you. They It could be that they're very superficial or very picky, but it's like with the Four of Cups, they've been trying to persuade themselves that, they don't want anything from you. This isn't what they want. But it's like, how I said in the past, they weren't feeling this way. A major change has happened to this person, which is why when I was pulling out your cards, I was very shocked because somehow this person has been transformed. In clarity of the Eight of Swords, you do have the Six of Wands. This sudden burst of passion and energy that they have towards you. Wow. This is interesting. Let me pull out more cards. This sudden change. Ten of Wands. King of Wands. Just be careful though, because while they do want to work on things with you, this person will be coming in with a lot of baggage from their past. They're leaving something or someone before coming to you. Next, you have the Temperance card being clarified by the Ace of Cups. You said you can't reach out to him. It's so frustrating. Well, that's because they've been trying to push you away for so long. I don't know why this person was trying to convince themselves that, they don't want to be with you, and now all of a sudden they do, which is why I had to pull out those cards to make sure that their intentions are genuine. But next, you have the Temperance card being clarified by the Ace of Cups. So this is definitely a person who wants to be with you, definitely. Um, in clarity of the Temperance card, let's talk about this Ace of Cups. Because the Temperance card is really all about balance and harmony. You see how this angel is like pouring from each cup. I pour some in your cup, you pour some in my cup. This is a person who definitely wants mutual effort from you. In clarity of the Temperance card, you have the Ace of Cups. I mean, I already went through this, but this is just like double, triple, quadruple the confirmation that with the Ace of Cups, they want a new beginning with you. Wow. I mean, while it's a good thing that they are this passionate about you, the Capricorn in me can't help but to wonder why all of a sudden, why all of a sudden. And so with the King of Cups and the Judgment card, I'm telling you they're leaving something behind before coming to you. So please be cautious of them before you give them any of the benefits of being with you. Make sure that you know this person really well. You even have the King of Cups here. So this is how they see you. They know that you will be able to provide for them. Definitely. With the King of Cups, you're a person who can give people a lot of opportunities. Next, you have the Queen of Pentacles being clarified by the Knight of Swords. Whose energy is this Knight of Swords? This is your energy, huh? I'm telling you that this person will come forward and you will be so shocked that all of a sudden the two of you are getting along and you're suddenly getting what you want with them. I do see them being incredibly willing to settle down with you. Please don't rush into you said, I thought he hated me and decided to leave me alone, so I just wanted to know to move on. Um, Hi, Mac. Thanks for tuning in. No, these are not general readings. These are live readings. It's $21 and you can ask me any love related question. I did post my, let me see. There you go. That is how you can get this reading, and that's the link to my PayPal. But really, the warning here, fam, is be very careful not to rush into anything too quickly. Okay, don't rush into anything too quickly with this person, because at least not until you can really see why is it that they're suddenly wanting, a new beginning with you. It will happen pretty soon. So you also have the Knight of Swords here and the Seven of Wands. Oh, I have to be honest, fam. I don't know. I'm kind of wary of this person. I'm very, very wary of this person. Okay, and don't just take my word for it. Um, with the Knight of Swords, this burst of passion, them wanting to come back to you, they didn't want this in the past. And now that they suddenly do, it's like, I don't know. Okay, fam. So, did that make sense? Whether you should move on or not, that's really all up to you, fam. Um, it's all up to you, but I am I am feeling like this is something that you've been holding on to for a really, really long time. You've been waiting for this person for a really long time. So it's all up to you if you want to continue to invest your time into them. And it definitely ended in the past. They had their mind made up about you in the past, which is why, if you remember my reaction when I was laying out the cards, I was like, okay, so now they're changing their mind. Where is this burst of passion to be with you coming from all of a sudden? That's why I'm telling you, be very careful and make sure that this person is genuine to come back. Okay? But that's how they're feeling about you right now. You're welcome, fam. Thank you. Okay. So, Dominique, you are next. So, do you want to know what are Anthony's true intentions, or do you want to know if there's going to be a commitment? Okay, his true intentions. What are Anthony's true intentions for Dominique? What are Anthony's 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 true intentions for Dominique? Clarify the Four of Swords. Clarify the Four of Swords. Clarify the Three of Swords. Oh. Mm, mm, mm. Hmm. 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 So you have the Four of Swords, the Chariot card, and the Three of Swords. Starting with this Four of Swords, Anthony is so conflicted. I mean, that's what was taking me so long because I was hearing all these things about him, but I was trying to really get to the end of it and see what kind of person he is, and especially when it comes to you, I was trying to see what he will do in the end. Um, or at least in the future, but this is someone who doesn't even have a plan. Like they don't know, Anthony does not know what he wants. With the Four of Swords being clarified by the Nine of Pentacles, um he knows that you're counting on him. You know, there is consideration here when it comes to your feelings, I guess I could say, because he is aware of the immense love that you have for him. I mean, you really really love this man, and he knows it as well because he feels like you're counting on him, and he doesn't want to disappoint you. He doesn't want to cause you another heartbreak. He knows that you're still holding on to this connection, and you've been holding on to him for a really really long time. And I'll tell you this, with the King of Pentacles, this is his energy. And one of the reasons why he's so conflicted, Dominique, it's because one of the reasons why he's so conflicted, Dominique, is because with this King of Pentacles, he feels like he has to make a decision. He does have a love offer, he wants to give it to someone, but I will be very honest with you that right now, he's thinking about giving his pentacle to someone else. The only reason why he's conflicted is because he knows that you've been holding on to this connection for a very long time. Next, you have the Chariot being clarified by the Star card. I definitely see him moving forward with another person, especially with this Chariot. Please understand that Anthony is he's really into this other person. And I know as much as that hurts, if you really love someone, you would want to support them regardless of if they're going to be with you or not, because you just want them to be happy. Like with the Chariot card here, I just see him being so happy and so into this new person. And he does consider how much you love him and how much you've been holding on to this connection with him, which is why with the Four of Swords, he's not indecisive. It's just that he knows who he wants to give this pentacle to, but he doesn't want to hurt you. He doesn't want to disappoint you. With the Chariot, he will choose the other person. I definitely see him going towards the other person and getting success with them, just because this is someone that he's so certain of. This is someone who he's so sure of. In Clarity of the Chariot, the Page of Swords came out. Um, Anthony does not want you to be this way, this Page of Swords, being a person who's having a hard time moving on. He doesn't want you to continue to hold on to him. It's so much like it's almost a burden. That's how he's feeling. And he's not trying to be rude. It's just that he doesn't want to disappoint you, but I mean, he has to do what makes him happy as well. Because with this Page of Swords, he wants you to find your love as well. He doesn't want you to still be holding on to him, and especially for you to still be investing in him and in what he's doing with another person. Next, you have the Three of Swords being clarified by the Tower card. The Three of Swords is not saying that he's going to cause a third party situation with you, but the Three of Swords is more so representing how you will view this situation. You will become very heartbroken, okay? And it's just because you will see that he will be choosing someone else over you, and that's going to be like a huge bruise to your ego. You even have the Four of Pentacles here. So there's going to be a slight resentment that you'll have towards Anthony because you'll feel like you've invested so much, especially because you've been really trying hard to show, you know, show your worth to him. Now, if a person really wants to be with you, you wouldn't have to go above and beyond to prove your worth to anyone. But it's going to feel like a slap to the face, Dominique, because you've really been holding on to this situation hoping that, the more you stay, the better you'll get the outcome that you want. And when you don't get that, you're going to feel some type of way. The advice that I'll give you is if you really want to be in Anthony's life, where you lost him as a romantic partner, but you don't want to lose him as a friend or someone that you care about, please don't try to make him feel pressured. Don't try to make him feel like he has to choose you, because you don't want him to get fed up and to cut you out of his life, okay? So, but I'm definitely seeing here that he does care about you. This is a person who wouldn't mind having a friendship with you, but remember, I use that word burden because he cares so much about you and he knows that you love him so much. He doesn't want to hurt you, but it shouldn't be where he feels like he can't follow his heart, you know? Okay. But I'm not saying that he's a bad person. He definitely sees you. You're definitely a person that he cares about. He definitely has a friendship with you, but I'm not seeing anything romantic here. Okay, Dominique, so I know that that may not have been what you wanted to hear, but I do hope that you will take this reading into consideration and try to reevaluate this situation, okay? You're welcome, Dominique. Thank you. Thank you so much for getting this reading. I do appreciate your support. Okay, let's see. Okay, I'm going to check my PayPal list and see if anyone booked a reading. If not, we're going to call it a day and I will be ending this live. But let me just double check my PayPal and make sure that someone didn't, to see if someone did make a purchase. All right, let's see. Okay, so that is it. I don't see anyone on my list. Is there anyone who... Oh, okay, Rhoda. I'm so sorry. I almost forgot. If there's anyone who wants to make any last minute purchases to get a reading, please comment and let me know that you're about to make a purchase. If not, that's fine. I will close this reading. Um, can you go over my reading before you go? Yes. So, what did you need clarity on, Rhoda? I'm going to try my best to remember what I said, but I've done like 5 readings after yours. So, try to refresh my memory if you can. I referred to an ex. Was it an ex of yours? Like you be try to be detailed because I've done like 5 readings right after I did yours. So I'm not gonna lie. I had been dating Sage for about a year. Oh, okay. I remember your reading now. It was you were trying to see who would be your lifetime partner, right? It was D. It was what, DG or GH? You wanted to know if it was DG or GH that would be your lifetime partner. Um, and yes, I said something about an ex is all coming to me now. I said something about an ex. I said that you're leaning out of the 2 guys that you're trying to make a decision about. Right now, you are leaning towards the one who you've known longer. I said that out of the 2 of them, there's someone who you have history with. Whether it's that you dated this person or there was just like a connection, but you have a heavy past, there's history between you and them. And then the other person, you haven't known them, for as long as you've known the other one, who you've known longer. I hope that's making sense. So, what I was saying was, I did see you intentionally choosing to reject the one who your heart is leaning more towards, which is this ex. Okay, whether you've dated them or not, we're just going to call them a past lover. I see you rejecting them. I see you reject. No, no, you're not under. No, you're not understanding me. I'm saying that out of the 2 of them, one of them you have a past with, you have history with. You've known them longer. Whether it's that you dated them or something, like I'm just saying that something romantic happened between you and this person. You don't have to be in an official relationship for you to have a connection with someone. But out of the 2 of them, whether it's that you dated them or not, there's history, there's past. Something happened between you and them. I'm not saying that there had to be any official titles, but something happened. And you did confirm it when I was doing your reading earlier because you said that you had to leave him or something like that. Like you said that something happened romantically, but you had to leave or something like that. So even if there was not a title, what I'm saying is out of the 2 love interests that you're trying to decide between, one of them you've known them longer. There's history there. You have a past with them. And then the other person, they're like more new. But I'm seeing that you're leaning more towards this so-called ex. Yes, if you guys didn't have any relationship, but you're leaning more towards this past person who you have history with. Um, no, you said earlier that something happened for a year. You said after a year you had to end it. Let me try to go back. No, that's not what I'm saying. That's not what I'm saying, Rhoda. What I'm saying is, out of the two of them, the one who you've known longer, that's the one that you seem to be more interested in, the one who you've known longer. I'm not saying that you had to have had an official relationship with them, but something did happen between you and them. So there's history there, right? Now, for the future, though, what I was saying was I see you intentionally rejecting the one who you've known longer, kind of like a slap to the face. That's what I'm seeing. You rejecting them for this new person. And right after, you're going to change your mind and you're going to go back to them, the same person who you're going to reject. So that's what I was seeing that will happen in the future, not what you have done. Does that make sense? So that's why I even remember I gave you an advice and I said, make sure that if you want to be with the one who you've known longer, okay, make sure that you forgive them, because you can't be holding on to something that they did to you in the past, and then when they come forward, even though you know you want to be with them, but you're still holding on to something that they did to you in the past, and then you end up rejecting them to hurt them just for you to come back to them, because I saw that you might lose your chance that way. If you choose the new person just for you to go back to the one who you've known longer, that person may not want to be with you by that time. So that's why I gave you that advice and I said, I don't know. If there's someone here who can reword it for her, but I feel like I've said it so many times. I don't know what else to say. Hi, Sylvia. No, that's not what I'm telling you. During the reading, did you not hear me say that it's really all up to you? It's all up to you because both of them want to be with you. It's all up to you. But just be careful. Don't try to intentionally hurt one of them just for you to try to go back to them to be with them, because you might lose your chance by doing that. Good evening, Sylvia. I'm about to close this live stream. If there's anyone who wants to make a purchase, please do so, because if there's not, I'm going to end this live stream. It's $21. You can ask me any love related question. Um, that is the link to my PayPal. So Rhoda, I do hope that helped. Try to go back and listen to it, because I did give a lot of information. And if I say those things again, I'm basically going to be repeating myself. Okay, so since I guess there's no one who wants a live reading, that's completely fine. I will be having more live readings this week. So please subscribe and also click the bell notification so that if I do come online, you will be notified. Okay, YouTube will notify you that I am online. Um, but you guys, thank you so much for tuning in. I really do appreciate your support. I hope that I helped, bring clarity or guidance to all of you who I did a reading for. Thank you so much. I really do appreciate your support. And I will see you guys later.